Hello and welcome to a brand new segment. This is something that all of you have asked for and all of you really want to see. Go grab yourself a hot steaming cup of Rage coffee and let's get into this video. It's all the brand new SUVs coming to India in 2022.
Yo, check this out. Yo, check this out.
Right, okay, let me get straight into the big one. This year we can finally expect Maruti and Toyota to launch their sister SUVs to take on the juggernaut that is the Hyundai Creta. Now, we don't know much about this car yet. What we do know is that it will have a hybrid setup, but it won't be a mild hybrid, it will be a proper hybrid like you get in the Toyota Camry. No diesel engines, of course. Toyota and Maruti are both banking on the success of their petrol engines to sort of take them through in the future. And we think they will be quite the blockbusters because Maruti SUV to take on the Creta. Who doesn't want one of those? Next on our list, the Hyundai Venue and the Creta facelift. Now the Creta facelift, let's talk about that first. The Creta facelift is coming later in the year, much later in the year, and I don't think it's going to be the exact facelift that we've seen for the international market. The Venue facelift, however, is sort of just around the corner, depending on, of course, when you are looking at this video, unless you're looking at it in 2023, in which case all these cars have already been launched. But these two facelift cars, big again launches from Hyundai, considering the fact that both of these SUVs are big chunks of Hyundai's sales in India. We expect the same engine options, we expect a whole bunch of tech to be packed in, and hopefully the Venue will now get that tailgate mounted wiper because that's one feature that it really needs. Right, let's get back to Maruti for a bit because the Ertiga and the XL6, two MPVs that are doing extremely well for Maruti, are both due for a facelift this year. Again, those facelifts aren't too far away. We can expect them maybe March or April, I guess, and they're both sort of visual facelift. They won't get a whole bunch of changes, but what you can expect is a new gearbox, a new 6-speed automatic, finally replacing that 4-speed automatic, which of course is a great gearbox, but a 4-speed in 2022 mentally just doesn't cut it for a lot of people. So updates on the exterior and the interior, and of course that new gearbox, definitely something that will again hit the sales charts really running. And talking about the Ertiga, the sister car from Toyota for the Ertiga, which is a rebadged Ertiga, if you can call it that, will be something called the Toyota Rumion. I hope I'm pronouncing this properly. Nonetheless, it will again be just a badge engineered version of the Ertiga, but one can expect that sometime later this year as well, probably after the facelift of the Ertiga and the XL6 have been launched in India. That would mean Toyota has two MPVs and will play in two MPV segments in the country. That'll be something that's interesting to watch, how that will affect sales of the Innova and in general sales of other MPVs. Right, now let's get to another Indian manufacturer and what will be one of the biggest Indian launches of the year, and it is guaranteed to turbocharge your day when it actually comes here in India. I'm of course talking about the new Mahindra Scorpio, the big stinger. It will of course launch on August 15th so that we lose another holiday driving it, but well, we love doing what we do, so why not? Again, as expected with the XUV and the Thar, we think it's going to be an absolute blockbuster. It's going to be completely packed with tech. It's going to have great engine options, both petrol and diesel, manual and automatic, of course 4-wheel drive as well. So expect a lot of people to go and book one, just like a lot of people went and booked the XUV 700 last year. Can you imagine the kind of reels people will make when the new Scorpio comes out? It's gonna be batshit crazy, right? And continuing with Mahindra, the 5-door Thar, that's something that a lot of people have been asking about, a lot of people have been waiting for, and that will be launched later this year too. So two big blockbuster launches from Mahindra. Obviously it'll be a longer wheelbase, those two extra added doors for that family man who still wants adventure, but it will still have 4-wheel drive, it will still have that Jeep appeal. And keeping with the adventure theme, a big car that a lot of people have been waiting for and one that we've been given a big teaser of course of is the Toyota Hilux, and this will really step up your car game on the streets, just like a Rage cup of coffee will step up your coffee game. That was a kick that was much needed. Nonetheless, we know it's basically a Fortuner with a pickup truck back. It's got a 2.8 liter engine, it's 200 plus horsepower, and the one thing that I'm really looking forward to is the kind of customization people will do. Because I know a whole bunch of people who ordered the car already and have already ordered parts for it even without seeing their cars in person. Wheels, lift kits, bumpers. I can expect people to go absolutely crazy with their Hilux. But if you still want an adventure vehicle and want something much smaller, Maruti will finally be launching the new Jimny this year. Now, there are so many rumors surrounding the Jimny. 3-door, 5-door, automatic, manual. We don't really know. Does even Maruti really know what they're launching? Well, of course they do, but honestly, it's just a whole bunch of rumors and news stories for now. We can tell you, however, that the Jimny is coming in 2022. And if it doesn't come, then you can play this video and call me names on the internet. That's all I'm going to say for now. Let's move on to some fancier cars though, because Audi's Q3, Audi's bread and butter SUV, the one that really put them on the map when it was launched in India in 2012, is finally going to make a comeback in its second generation. It's a long time coming. It's very overdue, but it will finally make it here. Sadly, again, no diesel engines, only petrol engine options. Hopefully, they have a Quattro or two. And judging by Audi's pricing for the Q2, it might be a little expensive, but we think it will be a really good product overall. And finally, let's wrap up with the Lexus NX. Now, the NX has been in India in its first generation. This new one is a lot sharper looking in typical Lexus fashion. And again, it's something that will only come with the petrol and hybrid option. And it might not be a mass market seller, even in the luxury terms of things, but it's a great alternative to have to the likes of the Q3 or the GLA for somebody who wants something different in that category. And that's our list of all the SUVs coming to India in 2022. Now, I might have skipped out on a few, so tell me in the comment section what you think I haven't put in, and tell me what you would choose from this list. Now, if I had to choose, I'd probably have the new Hilux, I would have the Jimny, I would have the Scorpio, and maybe I'd throw in the Audi Q3 for the family too. But choosing one might be really difficult. But you know what isn't difficult? Choosing my next cup of coffee, Rage. Use our code RAGEPD20 for a hot 20% discount on your favorite flavors of Rage coffee. While I get my next cup of coffee and while I fill this up, I'll see you very soon in our next video. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.